Okay, so I saw a post online about a movie by David Lynch called The Lost Highway, and I had never seen that movie, but it made me remember this painting that I did in 2016. So I had to dig and find it. It took me a very long time to find this painting. I have now found it, and this is canvas paper, and it was for a class, period 6. Okay, so I did this probably in 2016. And it was like of this like lost highway I remember like thinking about that had this like river along it, but there were like 2 rivers along it. Okay, so I looked for this. Okay, circa 2016. But because of that, I found all of these things, and I thought to myself, what if I just showed all of these paintings? Now, one of these paintings I did in 2023, but it's more like a sketch. Everything else, like that, is all from like elementary school, what I've got going on in there. Then right here, this pile, this is all like 2016 to 2022, maybe some of it, but most of it 2020. And I have no date for most of it, so I'm just gonna like show random things and just say what comes to mind, if anything does. Okay, so this is the oldest one. I made it while in an ex-boyfriend's house. And I was thinking about his friend who was in the Navy, and I was thinking about my grandpa who was in the Navy, and like this is just what I was thinking about, this story that his friend had told me, and his friend we ended up all making music together, and so this has to do with my song about the Aquarium Revolution, which is like, actually I feel like the song is called Bright Lights Bleed, and yeah, and this is like Conscious Gods of Hollywood era, is what I would have to say. Okay, but it is framed, but like this is gonna be the only thing. Okay, this is a notebook from my time when I was in okay, this is from Halloween. What this means, I could tell you, but I won't, because we're not going to do that with any of this. The rest of this is a book I made while my grandma was in the hospital, and there's like so much to all of this, but this is like she's in the hospital, and yeah, I feel like there's one thing I did want to show from all of this. Well, I'll show this. I did this while making breakfast with some friends, like in like October of not last year but the year before. So sometimes I like revisit this in Octobers, I guess. I don't know. None of it has. I try to let it like, and then this was also something I made that year in October. And these are all like individual stickers that I placed and collages, because this is how I like kind of like, I don't know, log my feelings and stuff like that. I do it very, like, symbolically. And I guess I don't really... There's also words involved, but they're all color-coded and, like, symbols, like, involved with everything. There's these hearts right here, and then I also, like, weirdly enough, have, like, pretty much the same thing over here, but, like, in different, like, colors. But it also comes like this. But I made that one over there in 2020. And then I've got all of this, like, about, like... yeah, like bats and jellyfish. And I did that, yeah, I was doing all of this while like sleeping on a hospital floor. And then also like this, which is like, yeah, I don't even know. It was like I was just trying to, you know, do some things. I like did this, like about having like spiders everywhere. I said a thought about the other night. That's what it is. And then this one says, this even say? The restoration of the self-made hexagonal sound portals. And then it's just like this, and like, well, I don't know. And then this is, the role of the artist is to make the revolution energetically irresistible through the strength of emotion they pour into the art. And then like a bunch of like, more like aquarium symbolization, symbols. And then this is a whole thing about Hendrix. Oh, and then let's keep going. Oh, and then this says all is well, and it's like about Bambi. Oh, this is what I wanted to show. I drew this, like, and it made me really happy. I remember. Oh, and then there's like other things about like different rocks. There's Polaroids of Ruby, her first day at the beach. This was Ruby when she went to the beach for the first time. Randomly, there's a tag that says this. I don't know what this is. But it was supposed to be a happy journal. But then my grandma had cancer. And, like, then we were like, okay, well, what's going on here? And then part of this is also a lyric journal. Okay? It's got that heart there. which is a reference to my Silver 47 music video, which has got like, which I've also got that heart chronologically like on there. And then it's got my song My Soul's Eternal Lullaby, but it's like all like there's so many things to it. It's also got my song Angel's Tongue, which there's all things to it. And then it's also got my song about my grandpa, but it's also about the Titanic, and it's also about my mom. And it's like literally, how many pages is this? One, it's all in green too. 1, 2, 3, 4. But yeah, this is all from when my grandma was dying. So like, that was like 2022. Yeah. So that's that. Look, and there's like dice. Love that. So that's that journal. That's what we've got going on there. Okay, maybe this will be a part 1, and then we'll do the rest.